All Alabama Gardener. In this video I'm showing you how to make a worm box or worm bin using a store-bought tote. So what I'm going to do, use some small totes just to demonstrate what I would do if I was going to do this with a very large tote, like a 18-gallon tote, say for example. And all I'm doing with this is showing you how I would make it with a large tote. So keep that in mind. So now you notice that this tote does not have any holes in it. Top, bottom, nowhere does it have holes. And we don't want any holes in it. Now the second tote, though, we're going to do different. You'll notice right here that I'm drilling a hole, two places on this side and two places on this side. The hole is about 3/4 inches in diameter, and it's about 2 inches. I'm going this side. It's about 2 inches. It don't matter, 1.5 inches to 2 inches from the top of the tote. And that's so air can go in or out, whichever. Now, in addition to the holes in the side, we want some holes in the bottom. Same way, 3/4 inch roughly. I'm going to put 4 of them in. On a large tote, you might put quite a bit more. You might put one every, 8 inches, say for example. Now these are drain holes, so because you don't want the liquid that forms in a worm bin to stay in the worm bin. All right, so here's our totes. This is the way they're going to be. And we do have a little bit of space underneath there, but not very much. So what you do, and remember, large tote. On a large tote, you take some bricks and you place them in the bottom. You place maybe on an 18-gallon tote, maybe 4 or 5 bricks, and that's going to hold your inside tote up off of the bottom and allow the liquid that's going to form here in this tote to drain through. So now then, that would be the way it would look. Now once you've drilled these holes, then you want to glue, and this is just some sealant, like caulking sealant. You buy it in a tube at Lowe's or Home Depot, places like that, or hardware stores. See, and this here is just window screen. It's plastic window screen. You might have some left over laying around the house there somewhere, or from an old window screen even, or you can buy some at Home Depot, Lowe's, places like that. So then what are you going to put in your tote? And the answer is kitchen scraps. So here's some paper plates. You see here some paper plates. There happens to be a leaf. Here's some greens, tops that was too tough to eat. So you can put them in there. They don't even have to be chopped up. But if you want to run them through a blender, liquefied amount, then you could do that. Makes it easier for the worms. Something like an old piece of cornbread, you can break it up, old light bread, old biscuit, whatever stuff like that you got. Then you add your worms to it. Now if it's real dry, you might moisten it a little bit, but you may not need to at all. So these worms will go to work in here. That's going to be their home. And you'll put the 2 totes down like that. 2 totes will be side by side, inside like that. You'll put a cover on the top tote to keep your worms in, like that. And then you would keep it in a warm place, not hot. It'd probably be better if it's a little cool rather than too hot. Too hot could possibly kill your worms. And also you wouldn't want it to freeze because there's no place for them to go. Once you got your tote going, this is what you're going to have. You're going to have worms. Lots of worms. Look at the worms in there. Look at them down in there. See, that's what you can grow in your tote. After some time, you can open up your worm bin or box tote, and you will have worm castings. Some of the best fertilizer you're going to be able to put in your garden. So now let's say you was planting a tomato plant. How much worm castings would I put in the planting hole for one tomato plant? And my answer is about that much, about a double handful. About a double handful in each planting hole.